Hello, hello, dear Virgo. Welcome to Divine Debut. Thank you so much, so much for being here. This is your December 21st until the 31st of 2019, the last 10 days of the year. It is actually today the 21st, and it is the solstice, which is very important. Today, the sun moves into Capricorn, and this is the change of seasons. Of course, Capricorn is, it's a very important point in the chart, okay? The four most important points in the chart are when we have the solstice, summer, winter solstice, as well as the equinoxes. And today, wow, Knight of Swords just opened up. Knight of Swords is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. It looks as though with the solstices, there is, the heavens are open. It's a very good time to meditate, a very good time to feel our way through. It looks like Virgo's going to come into communication and some sort of clarity. Okay, the swords are all about perception. Now, it can also be communication. Virgo shows up as very intellectual as well, very logical thinking. So there's obviously something going on here. Virgo, I was just about to say that there's an eclipse. There's an eclipse in Capricorn. It's a new moon solar eclipse. I was miles away, which is happening on Christmas Day or the day after, depending on where you are in the world. And that's going to be in a few days, as today is the 21st. So 4 or 5 days, we've got an eclipse. New moon, eclipse. It's time to make your wishes. What is Capricorn for Virgo? It's the 5th house. 5th house is the house of true love. It's the house of children, creativity, risk-taking. Capricorn is all about the elder, the wiser, career, pulling up your socks and doing the work. Virgo is not shy in doing work. So whatever is going on in Capricorn is in a very positive aspect to Virgo. And Capricorn is a fellow earth sign as well. So, and I'd like to say that there's a lot of Capricorn energy. Okay, we've got Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, and the south node of the moon, all in Capricorn. Now, Jupiter has just recently moved into our 5th house, dear Virgo. 5th house, again, the heart. It's the natural house of Leo. So whatever Leo means, that's what our 5th house is. Now, the card of the Wheel of Fortune, which is a number 10, just fell out. I'm going to put it back in the deck. It's come out for most of the signs. This is Jupiter. Jupiter has entered Capricorn not a few days ago. And therefore, it is going to expand on everything that it touches. Jupiter is the benefic. It's the planet of luck, expansion, abundance, and legalities. So, dear Virgo, let's see what is going to show up for you in your Celtic cross for this time. And I'm thanking you for your patience. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support throughout 2019. Okay, please, Spirit, for Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? Roughly at the end of this year and the end of this decade, because this is a new decade that we're moving into, 2020. So in the now position, dear Virgo, we have a well. You see, that's why I believe in the tarot. That's why I believe in Spirit. I do feel that Spirit is guiding me. Today is a very special day to do these readings. So very lucky for a few signs that I'm doing today. Knight of Swords is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Again, let's look at the challenge. And we've got the 8 of Cups. Eight of Cups is the challenge. At your foundation is the Four of Wands. In the recent past, we've got the Fool. This is Aries. On your mind and your goals is the Ace of Wands. In the near future, Ace of Pentacles, dear Virgo. So happy to see that. So we've got all the elements here. Let's look at the position of you. Three of Wands. What is external to you? Decision. Two of Swords. Your hopes and fears is the King of Wands. So Sagittarius, Aries or Leo, let's look at the outcome for you. And you've got Temperance. Well, Jupiter didn't come out again, the karmic wheel of fortune, but it's the same thing. This is Sagittarian energy. This is Archangel Michael. Something is being worked out for you, dear Virgo. For you as well as everyone else, since the Temperance card has come out in each and every reading once or twice. Let's look at the bottom of the deck, and we've got the High Priestess, which is Virgo, Piscean energy. This is a card of intuition. Virgo, we are Virgo. Our 7th house is Pisces. We've got strong intuition. Some of us may be holding secrets. We've got the key in our hands. Something to do with unlocking a door. Okay, your intuition is telling you that the key is yours. Very important. Now this is, she usually sits on the new moon. She has it at her feet. So it could be announcing, it could be indicating that with this new moon in Capricorn, and I suppose this could be the new moon in Pisces, which won't be long. Okay, it won't be long for the new moon in Pisces. Okay, beginning of next year, you're going to have that key in your hands. What's beneath that? And we've got the Emperor. Now, the Emperor and the King of Wands could be the same person, of course. The Emperor can be quite restrictive, difficult energies, but he does bring stability. He is a number 4. I do see the Emperor as Aries or Taurus energy. And the Emperor is someone who's been through the lessons. This is the father. This is the very knowledgeable person who's been through their own experiences. And therefore, he's sitting on the throne. He's the one that gives the orders. Okay. This could also be a father of yours, dear Virgo. We do have the Tower. So this goes backwards, like time-wise, it goes backwards. So the Emperor is in the past, right? And you've been through a Tower moment. Now this is Uranus in Taurus. There has been a sudden shift, a sudden change, okay? A sudden epiphany. 8 of Wands, messages through social media, messages of love, quick change, sudden, abrupt stability, and the key is here. And the key is here, dear Virgo. Let me just light another little tea light. I will be taking more cards, obviously. And that'll be interesting to see if that Wheel of Fortune shows up again. Oh, wow, okay. That was funny. So whatever sudden changes happen, something is going to end. Something is going to dim. That's what I see with that. It was sudden. It fell suddenly, and the light went out. Even though here we've got the flame in your mind, okay, and your goal is creativity, inspiration, passion, sexuality, desire. In your foundation, we have the 4 of Wands. Okay, and this is at the root of the issue. So your stability, this is what we're looking at here. Your home, your commitment, your happiness. Okay, things to do with the family. In the now position, we've got the Knight of Swords, and this is quick communication. He's holding the Ace of Swords, so this could be quickly severing the ties, quickly communicating, maybe abrupt communication as well. We've got the Eight of Cups. That's the challenge, is to move on. Leave the past in the past. Whatever you've invested in, you're moving on. You're trusting your intuition. You're moving towards the moon. Now, in the recent past, you've got a new cycle. This is the Fool. Brand new cycle. Brand new beginnings. And that's the theme for all these readings at this time. In the near future, Ace of Pentacles, new path, new business, new money, commitment, more money coming in. This could be also a very important position, a very good job that's going to go the long haul. Okay, very good money coming in. This could be a pregnancy for others of you. This could be a new path. Whatever path you're being put on and you're taking, dear Virgo, shows a lot of promise. Two aces and a new beginning with a Fool. Three of Wands in the position of you speaks of you've done the work and you're waiting on those ships to come through. Now, again, as I say, with the two and the three of Wands, is that you are obviously expanding where business is concerned. You're being successful, but also he's looking across the horizons. He's hoping to spread his wings to a distant land, to maybe even to the world, expanding your knowledge and your business towards, other cultures, foreign lands. Looks like all the tea lights are they're burning out at the same time. Let's see if that one stayed. Okay, that's good. All right, now in the environment, we've got the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords is a decision. You are dealing with maybe an Aquarius, a Gemini, or Libra, which is trying to blindly, through perception, through intuition, make a decision. And we've got the full moon in both these cards. Now, your hopes and fears is the King of Wands. You may be hoping for someone to be spontaneous, someone to take action, someone to take the lead. The King of Wands is a leader. Now, this could be Sagittarian energy, as we've got the Temperance card here. And the Temperance card is a card of Archangel Michael. This is something that is being done for you, something that is being produced for you. You've got the angels working in the background for you. Now, again, Temperance is Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter has now moved into your 5th house. So this could be, if you've created any business, it will expand through hard work. You will be successful. Again, 5th house is children. Jupiter does expand the waistline. Some of you may be falling pregnant. The Ace of Wands is it's a card of desire and a card of intimacy. Okay. So we've got the Ace, the 3, and the 4 of Wands here. Let's take some more cards, dear Virgo. Let's look at the Black Moon Astrology cards and see energetically where you're at and how you're being affected at this time. It's very interesting. For Virgo, please, Spirit, Archangel Michael. Virgo, what does Virgo need to know? 21st until the 31st of 2019. Last 10 days of 2019. How is Virgo affected? What are the energies playing out for Virgo? Virgo. And we have void of course moon missing. So void of course moon is, it's quite a difficult energy, in the sense that void means a lack, and void also means missing. So it says void of course moon. It's as though the moon loses its course. Okay, and for whatever reason, this could mean that, and we've got the moon here and here, someone feels lost. And you know, when it's a void of course moon, it's, you can't see the moon. You can't see the moon, and there's a eerie silence about it. Okay, it's a 5 and a 2, which equals a 7. 7 obviously is the divine, and I want to take one more card. So something is missing, something is unknown, something is dark, something is hidden. Virgo, that's what I see with this card. Virgo. And we have Neptune and Sacrifice. Now Neptune can be quite the illusionary as well. It's a number 10. Neptune and Sacrifice. And you know that Neptune, being in its home sign of Pisces, it is very important for Virgo, as Neptune now being in Pisces, which is your 7th house. It's our 7th house. So Neptune can either be divine love, spiritual love, or it can be lack of clarity. It's the god Poseidon, and the god Poseidon, which was the god of the seas, can be quite rough. I've actually heard that Neptune sometimes could be even more difficult than Saturn. So there is some sort of a sacrifice that is necessary from us, dear Virgo. Now, could it be that someone else who is Neptune ruled is making a sacrifice for us? Could be. Could be. Let's look at your love life, dear Virgo. Okay, with the romance angels. Spirit guides and angels, Virgo. Virgo and their love life. Last 10 days of the year. Virgo. This could be the one, Virgo. This could be the one. Let's take another card. Virgo, please. Spirit, Archangel Michael. Okay. And we've also got deception. Very interesting indeed. Very interesting indeed. We've got deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And, well, of course, this is how they came out. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay, so we've got two different energies here. Someone is wearing a false self mask, and the void, of course, moon missing, that eerie silence has got something to do with a mask, with something that is unknown. That's what I see here. But some of you feel as though this could be the one. Now, could it be that someone else feels that? Yes, well, I do have cross watchers here. So let's see if that is the case. Let's take more cards. Okay, the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Now, I'm not reading reversals, so the Knight of Swords in the upright can be quick to communicate, can be a little bit harsh. If he was to be in the reverse, that's quite brutal. So let's see. Knight of Swords. Interesting, we've got double cards. You've got the Three of Wands twice here. So Three of Wands, I do see it as turning your back on something. He's holding that Ace of Wands. He's wanting to go for what he desires. He's walking through that door, which is the Two of Wands, and he's grasping onto the wand, hoping for expansion. This, again, is waiting. So here there is someone waiting, and with the Knight of Swords, that's someone taking the action. So there could be someone coming through that is actually bringing you news, bringing communication. And I feel as though, I want to say that if you are dealing with this King of Wands, could it be that they are waiting instead of taking action? And I did say before, you're hoping for this King of Wands to take action and not to be receptive and wait. He is very spontaneous usually. So when I have two cards, two same cards, I feel as though both parties are at a point of waiting. Now, threes are always about expansion and growth. We know that. 3 is a success number. Let's take the 8 of Cups. What's that challenge? And there's the 5 of Wands. Disagreements. Okay, one person is a go-getter, one person is action-orientated, and the other person is this Knight of Swords. If this is an Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra, they're all action-orientated. But the 3 of Wands is someone that is waiting. So it's a push and pull energy here where they're not on the same page. Okay, 5 of Wands, that is also disagreements. Petty, I suppose. But could it mean that the path that you're challenged to take is where you need to go to build on something? We've got the 3, 4, and 5, and 5s always bring in change. What comes after the 5? It is the 6, which is success. So let's take another card on this 5 of Wands. And we've got the World card. There's a completion. Yes, you're leaving something behind. Yes, you're leaving disagreements behind. Yes, this cycle is ending here. It could be a marriage, could be a commitment. We've got the 4 of Wands, which is really, it's the seed that's been planted. Even though you may be ending some sort of a commitment, even though, you know, the 4 of Wands can speak of being stable where career is concerned. There's been celebration and happiness around it. There's many layers in the tarot. And I do see here, because you've got a brand new cycle here, and we've got Neptune and Sacrifice. Maybe Virgo has sacrificed a lot. Don't forget, Virgo has got Neptune in their 7th house. Virgo does sacrifice a lot. Virgo is of service to others. Has the sacrifice been, has it been reciprocated? That's the question. Doesn't look like it here. There's one person that's holding on, waiting for those ships to come in, and the Knight of Swords is the one that is actually taking the initiative. Let's look at the here. Let's look at your home and your stability. We've got the Hanged Man, which is all about sacrifice, and we've got the Emperor, which you already had here. The Emperor is here twice, and the Emperor is Taurus, Aries, but it doesn't have to be. Of course, the Emperor can be someone that is quite difficult, quite demanding, quite fiery as well. And the Emperor is someone who's obviously been through their own lessons. This could be someone that is quite older, wiser. Doesn't necessarily mean that this is someone that's got their heart open. They've got an empire to rule, and that's why there are a lot of sacrifices. Now, dear Virgo, you may be dealing with the Emperor. We've got 2 emperors here, so that's a double meaning as well. Now, the Emperor's got 2 sides. There's the good side where he offers you security, stability, and it's really good to see it in your foundation. And the Hanging Man is like sacrifice, needing to see things through a different perspective, but it's also Piscean, which can be either having given too much. Pisces can also mean endings. It's the last sign of the zodiac. Too much sacrifice and therefore putting an end to something. Now, in another way, we could see it as there is celebration here, Virgo, in your home. Why? Because you found your stability through sacrifice. You've got someone that is very stable with you, someone that makes you feel very secure because you've sacrificed a lot, okay, and you've been enlightened. There is a spiritual connection here in your home. And again, Neptune can be quite the illusions, but it can also be the divine love, giving unconditionally, giving love unconditionally. So we do have, though, the challenge, which is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is the challenge is to move on and find those two cups. That's why I feel as though more than likely the Emperor can be quite a tough energy here. And that's why we've got the World card, which is also fixed energy and very difficult. The karmic cycle has ended, and in the recent past you've begun a new one. This is Aries, this is the warrior, this is a new cycle beginning. You're going for what you want to create, dear Virgo. Some of you may have connected with another fire sign, which is the King of Wands, more than likely Sagittarian energy. Doesn't have to be Sagittarius, could be someone who is a foreigner. In the near future, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which promises a brand new beginning, a stable beginning. Let's look at what else we've got. Let's look at the Fool. And we've got the Four of Cups. Looks as though this cup is not being offered. Why? Because someone feels as though they're starting a brand new cycle. Someone may feel as though they've been taken for a ride, taken for the Fool. They're not willing. They look as though they're upset and they're not accepting that cup. There's more important things to do than look at love at this time. It looks like, Virgo, this offer is not something that you've been hoping for. Let's look at that Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. And we've got the Chariot, which can mean moving literally, overcoming obstacles. The card of Cancer is the home, the family. Some of you may have been moving home. You may be relocating. Others of you could be just traveling at this time. This is holiday season. Some of you are going for a long drive, or, you know, just maybe even going to visit family. We do have the World card here. So this is worldly matters. This is people at a distance. The Chariot is, we've got, you could be, let's say, flying to a distant land and then driving. Okay, now the Chariot is a number 7. It is the divine. It is saying that your wishes are the divine's command as the stars are aligning. Okay, and you're going for what you desire. I think that that is something very important. You've got the support, and you are the one that is actually steering this Chariot forward. You've got the support, though, from the divine. Let's look at the Ace of Pentacles. These are gifts from the divine. You've got 2 aces here. Let's see. And we've got the 6 of Cups. For a lot of you, this could be a child. This could be a pregnancy. Now, this could be also someone from your past. This is a soulmate connection. Something to do with the past. Something to do with another incarnation, another lifetime. This is an energy of happiness, of balance, of innocence. Ace of Pentacles, what a card. one of my favorite cards, actually. I even prefer it than the Ace of Cups. Let's look at that Three of Wands in the position of you, dear Virgo. What are you waiting on? So if we take it that you've been waiting for those ships to come through, then you are the one that is waiting. But someone is in a hurry to either sever ties, to communicate, to take action. Let's look at the Three of Wands. And there's the Six of Wands, and I did mention it before. I said we have the Ace of Wands. We don't have the Two of Wands, but I said we've got the Five, and then comes the Six. So what it's saying here is that in relation to career, there is a lot of success here, a lot of recognition. Also, if we put the wands together, 3 and 6, that's 9. You're almost at the end of a burden, dear Virgo. But you've done the work successfully, and now you've got recognition. There is recognition here. Now the accolades are coming through. First comes the recognition, then comes the payoff. Let's look at that Two of Swords. In your external, we've got 2 cards. We've got the Knight of Cups and the Star. Now you may be dealing with another water sign. Doesn't have to be, of course, could be Aquarius, could have strong water in their chart. And the water sign here is, we've got Cancer and we've got Pisces. There is an offer that someone is trying to decide upon. Do they come forth? Do they go for what they wish for? Or do they not? You know, the Star card is a card of stardom. And this could also be, there's a lot of similarities in these 2 cards together. Could it be that someone is getting cold feet because of your recognition and your popularity, let's say, your success within your career? Because you do have success here. You are standing strong. You are successful here. And you are very balanced. So could they feel a little bit, how can I say it? They feel a little bit of a challenge. They're not, they're getting cold feet about coming forth. Will my cup be accepted or not? That's what I feel here. Now, this could be an offer that's come through that you're needing to make a decision on, dear Virgo, as well. Now, we've got the Star, which is Aquarius, and the Knight, which I said is Pisces, or it could be Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So let's see what this King of Wands is all about. And we've got the Page of Swords, which fell out before, remember? Page of Swords can be information, can be communication, can be truth. Page of Swords could also be a spy. Remember I said someone could be checking you out, could be spying on you, not in a bad way, just maybe you are hoping for communication from this King of Wands. Maybe you're hoping for the truth. Let's look at the Temperance, and I'm going to take some more cards. The Temperance, which is a card of healing the wounds, tempering yourself. This is a card of patience as well. And we've got the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, which is more than likely your energy, dear Virgo. Virgo, you've got your 7th house in your partnerships. You are very Piscean, you're very intuitive, very intuitive, very open-hearted. And because obviously, as I said, the High Priestess is Virgo Piscean energy. Now, the High Priestess is very similar to the Queen of Cups. She's the major arcana. So let's see. We've got the Knight of Cups in your environment, which is someone who is quite younger, more immature, maybe. Maybe the offer, maybe it's just the offer that's immature. He's coming forth as a knight. Let's look at another card on the environment position after the Star. And we've got the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is perseverance. There are obstacles here. There are obstacles here, as I see. Now the Star is Aquarius. Venus has just entered Aquarius. So people tend to feel more detached, more free where commitments are concerned, where love is concerned. So we've got now the 6 and the 7 of Wands. So dear Virgo, it looks as though, let's say, you might even be dealing with someone that is very, you may not be the one that's very well known and popular. Could it be this King of Wands that is the one that has got a little bit of ego? Why? Because of the popularity. I don't think that the Emperor is the same person. I feel as though we're talking about two different people. The Emperor is very Saturnian, whereas the King of Wands is someone who is much more driven by their passion. They're spontaneous, but they're very generous as well. Fire signs are very generous. So could it be that someone is this King of Wands? Could have strong water in their chart, and they're hoping, they're going for what they wish, which is offering you their love, but there's things that they're dealing with. Okay, there's things that they're up against, I feel here. Now, if it's business, if it's career, we've got Neptune and Sacrifice here. Let's look at this High Priestess. What is she hiding? What does she know that she's not letting us in on? And she's got the 9 of Wands, which I've already said that we're at the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands, a lot of fire energy, a lot of wands. There's a lot about career here. There's also a lot about desire. And as I said, career. So we've got hot and cold. There's a lot of red and a lot of blue. So that tells me that this King of Wands, for whatever reason, one minute they're cold and the next they're hot. And when I say cold and hot, it's like trying to make up their mind, not being able to make up their mind. I don't see any in between. It's yes or no. One minute it's yes, I'm going forth, I'm going to offer my cup, and then it's no, because I've got other things that I've got to tend to. Now the Temperance is saying patience. Something is being worked out. What I want to see is the Page of Swords next to the King of Wands. And this could be a message that you're hoping for, a message of truth. So we go from the Knight of Swords to the Page. So that's as though this King of Wands is holding back on some information. And that's why we've got the masks and the deception here. Let's see. What's this information about? What's this news about? 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is, dear Virgo, you're probably hoping for information, communication on leaving, whether, there could be troubles that this King of Wands is dealing with. They're leaving them behind. Some of you could be hoping for clarity, and then you're going to be leaving those troubled waters that are bothering you, and you're moving. Now, could you be waiting on this King of Wands to be coming through, to travel through over water? Could be. We've got a few cards of travel. Could that be the news that you're expecting? Let's look at that Queen of Cups and the Temperance. And we've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is the Virgo card. Now, financially, this holds a lot of promise. And I always do say that she's got all the fruits of her labor. She's enjoying herself. She's got her comforts, everything. But she's standing alone. That means she's emotionally, she's not connected. Or she's waiting to be connected. Now, it's always funny that when I see the Nine of Pentacles, I always look for the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace is here. So we go from the Ace to the Nine. 9 is one step before the family situation, one step before the commitment, because, of course, the 10 of Pentacles is very good money coming through, but it's also the marriage card. Now here, the Ace of Pentacles can be the marriage card, but it can also be a new path, right? It does show the path, or something that promises to get very stable. I want to see what comes after the Nine of Wands and the High Priestess. And we've got the Moon. Well, it doesn't want to tell. Okay, the Moon is a card of fears. It's a card of security, home, family. It is the eclipsed moon. And just like the High Priestess holds secrets, so does the Moon. It looks as though, dear Virgo, you're going to have to be patient for the answers, for the truth, for the light to be shown to you. Just like the Temperance card is asking for you to temper yourself. Use your intuition. You've got it. Look into your cup. Let's take one more card on the Six of Cups in the near future and the Ace of Pentacles. And we've got the Six of Pentacles as well. And this could be child support, alimony, generosity as well, equilibrium. It is the card of Libra for me. It's someone that is very generous. They're able to give to others. Could you be dealing with someone that's dealing with legalities? Could you be dealing with someone that deals with there could be someone that is giving to any child support, or could be someone who is a boss and he's paying money to the needy, paying money and being very generous to people that are not so lucky, not as lucky as he or she is. That's a very special cause there. Let's look at the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. And we've got Two of Swords, another decision. Decisions all around. We've got the Two of Swords and the Two of Swords here. So it looks as though, dear Virgo, there is a decision, a very important decision that you're going to have to make. And not only you, it looks as though this King of Wands is also at a crossroads. I'm going to take one card on this Emperor, and I will take some Sibillas. Emperor. And we've got the Queen of Wands now. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Very interesting. Now, I don't see, well, obviously this is a couple. No doubt this is a couple, but there is an age difference, yes, and there is also different energies. Dear Virgo, maybe this is your energy, but you are obviously the other half of this King of Wands. This is a soulmate connection. It's a match. It's a match. King of Wands, Queen of Wands, both very spontaneous. I did say there's a lot of fire here. So this speaks of a strong desire. Maybe that's why Neptune is asking for sacrifice. You've maybe something has been, it's been necessary for you, dear Virgo. Now, it could be you or could be your partner, this King of Wands, that are needing to sacrifice something to be able to come together in whatever that means, whatever way that means. Even if this is a business partnership, it's a very good match. But there is a decision that needs to be made here. Now, we do have the Queen of Wands. We've got the Queen of Cups as well. So, could this King of Wands be choosing between two? Let's take another card on that, Two of Swords. Five of Pentacles. So the decision could be around money, could be monetary. It could be monetary, could be spiritual. If we put the 9 and the 5 of Pentacles together, that's 14 again. Again, it speaks spirit. I feel, dear Virgo, that the decision that will be made will be helped along. The divine is going to help you make this decision. I do feel that. Okay, because we've got the Church here. This is an imbalance, don't forget. Both people are feeling left out in the cold. There is a feeling of lack here. Even though financially you're quite in a good position, emotionally, spiritually, you are not. Let's take a couple of Sibillas, dear Virgo, and wrap this up. So it looks as though the new moon, this looks like a new moon. It could be the full moon, no doubt, of course. But because the High Priestess is the new moon, she's got the new moon, obviously around the new moon, so in about 5 days, something may be shown to you that you were in the dark about. Let's look at this Two of Swords and the Knight of Cups with the Star card. We have Il Nemico, the enemy, which is moving away. This is karmic. It's a number 11. We've got Disgrazia. Suddenly, the negativity is shedding. It's coming down. Disgrazia is the Tower. So this is quick and sudden change. And then what comes in? It's the Two of Cups and the Casa, the home, the stability, the agreement. Remember, with the Eight of Cups here, your challenge was to move on and look for those cups. Suddenly you go from the enemy to sudden change. The Tower is very positive for you. It's a dream come true. And I think that this manifested because of perseverance. Let's look at, I want to look at this Emperor. The Emperor on top of the Four of Wands. We've got the Artista, which is very much like the Aquarian energy. This is the genius, the intelligent, the solicitor, makes a discovery. We've also got another male here, which is the Gran Signore. Could this be the same person, someone who sits behind a desk? Could be two different people where one is very intellectual and the other one is just has a very strong ego. The Gran Signore is a number 13, so that does speak of death. Death means Scorpio, obviously. The Gran Signore can be like the King of Cups, so he's someone who's very open-hearted. He does remind me very much of the King of Pentacles as well, but he's very affluent and very abundant. Let's take another card. And we've got 11 messages coming from afar. So we've got two masculine energies here. One is all about intellect and work, and the other one is all about abundance, status, social standing. And they're worried very much about the way they come across to others. They've got a reputation to protect. Let's see what this news is. Falsita. Something to do with trust. So the news that comes in is you won't trust, you won't believe the news that's going to come through here. That's what I see here. So the discovery that's made will surely prove a sense of abundance and material gain, but there's also ego here. And the news that comes through is distrusting. So someone makes a discovery, the news comes through, and the discovery that they make, they don't believe. That's what I feel here with the Emperor and the Four of Wands. That could be communication coming through, news and enlightenment that's coming through, but there's distrust around it for some reason. Let's look at, I want to see what this Four of Cups is and the Fool in the recent past. What's this Four of Cups? Ace of Swords, dispiacere, Ace of Swords, and being displeased, something about a new beginning or communication. Here we've got sacerdote, the man who stands alone. This is like the Hierophant, Taurian energy. Sacerdote, someone who may hold things in secret, but also the sacerdote is also, logically, he's holding something beneath his cape. It's maybe hiding something. This is number 13, which is Scorpio, and it's very hidden as well. But sacerdote is also a priest, so it can be in relation to marriage. Someone's not able to accept this cup because of a commitment. And we've got melancholy. Maybe they're in a commitment and they're not happy about it, so therefore they cannot accept. And this can go either way. They can't accept the cup and they're not happy about it. Well, hope that resonates for you. Let's look at the outcome. What's this outcome? What is this? Temperance, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Queen of Cups. We have Constanza, Ten of Cups, spiritually being connected in an area towards Europe, somewhere where the energies are very, very special, very spiritual, very ancient, a place where you would feel as though you're stepping into a new paradigm. Much happiness there. Here we've got the Eight of Cups. But this is also, the Constanza says that something is stable and it's unchanging, that there is hope here. Someone is not losing hope here. Someone does not lose hope. And then they get to the Ten of Pentacles. So we've got 28, which equals a 10 again. So we've got two tens, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and 8 of Cups. Altogether, that's 28, which equals a 10. 10 of Pentacles here, but there is something here. This is someone that's outside of a family situation. Someone that is like a thief. They've stolen. They've taken something physical, something tangible, something emotional. It is the thief. So this is like something being taken, stolen, and this is also just it could be negative energies within a family, within a family, which is the Ten of Pentacles. Or this is someone who is the outsider within a family situation, if you get what I mean. This is a bit of negativity here. And the negativity could be, again, to do with distrust and fear around distrust. Distrusting, not trusting that the angels are going to bring you what you've perceived to be true, what you've intuitively felt. And they do say seeing is believing, and I do feel that Virgo is at this stage here, that they don't actually believe that they can have the happiness that they deserve. And I think that that's where the loss is here, the distrust, and that comes from probably the Emperor, which could be someone that was quite overpowering, and maybe even, I do sense a little bit of narcissism within the Emperor here, and distrust and ego. And that's probably why there is distrust, that Virgo can actually reach a point of happiness and a point of balance and can heal, and that they have what it takes to be happy, to have brand new beginnings. We do have a partnership here that comes through suddenly. What I haven't looked at is, I'd like to take one more card on this King of Wands, and I will wrap up this reading. King of Wands, please, Spirit. No. King of Wands, please, Spirit. King of Wands. King of Wands. And we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Yes, dear Virgo, a lot of success, a new path. You're going into a family, into a situation where there is a lot of abundant support. This is also the card of marriage. Remember, it does break down to the Ace of Pentacles, which you will have the indication of in the near future. You know, this second part of the reading can bleed into January. It can move into February. If you watch this reading in June, this may resonate for you. Ten of Pentacles here. But there is something. This is like a thorn. It's a thorn in your side for whatever reason. I don't know if this thief here is what kind of a loss it is, but it is something that it feels like there's just like something missing, void of course, missing. I don't know what that message is all about, dear Virgo. It's, of course, it may resonate for you. I'll leave it with you. Please comment and let me know if you understand what this is all about. So, dear Virgo, I will leave it at that. I'd love to have your comments. If you could share this video, that would be great. I love all of you, each and every one of you. My Virgo readings are the most popular ones. So I've got a lot of Virgo followers. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And I'd like to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for your support for all year of 2019 and even before that. I'm wishing you all the best, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I will be uploading more videos before the end of the year. And I will see you very soon. Wishing you all the best for the holidays. Take a bit of time, let your hair down. You work so hard. Thank you, dear Virgo.